Okay, so I am going to do a getting started right call. I have a getting started right call to do. I've kind of been revamping how I'm doing it, mainly because I have not been doing them right. So I watched another coach do her getting started right call, and it was amazing. And I think that's going to be one place that if we can tweak, um, all of our coaches are going to have a lot better success. So I'm going to just ignore you. You can kind of shadow this getting started right call I'm having and watch kind of the new process for doing it. And I think you'll find as you watch it why this is going to benefit our team so much. Okay, so I'm going to call this gal. Hey, how are you? How was your workout? Mm-hmm. Oh, gotcha. So did you go back to the first part? Oh, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but that was one thing about T25 that I think got a little old for me because I love weights. Yeah, yeah, that's fun. Well, how's life been? I know you were traveling, you had family kind of craziness going on. Hmm. Sure, sure. Yeah, it's hard with family. It seems like there's always turmoil. And work's been good. And so I know you work, it's like you work with the opera, right? Okay. Sure. And you're a singer by trade, right? Yes. Sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're young. Oh, awesome. Well, we'll kind of go through what I have to go through, and then we can kind of hash out questions that you have. I know you had specific questions about fitness groups, so I'll make sure we get to that. So, do you have your 7-day quick start guide? I sent you the link for it. Okay, sweet. And then I sent you the personality thing. What do you know what personality you are? Okay, Ruby. Okay. Are you pretty social? Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you and I are pretty similar. It's actually almost impossible to be a ruby pearl because they're total opposites. With your purple hair and with your personality, I would think you're more of a pearl sapphire. Sapphire, yeah, read through that one. That it might even be your primary, but I think you're a mix of those two because that's what I am. Yeah, and the part of the thing with personalities is that you were raised by people that have certain personalities. So we can adapt and pick up things. So like my mom is a staunch emerald. So I have a lot of like I'm not great at organization, but I have some of those tendencies in me because of my mom. So yeah, there are definitely those things, but that helps me know what motivates you because it tells me that you like the thing about the challenges, that's fun for you. That motivates you because it's fun. So sapphires are motivated by fun. So that lets me know how I can respond, like reach out to you, how I can motivate you. And then the pearl side of you is really motivated by helping people. And I totally see that in you. So it's just a way for me to know your language because something that's going to motivate one person is not going to motivate somebody else. You know what I mean? So that's good. Okay. So your quick start guide. Okay, let me see just for a second. Okay, I have that up. Okay, so one thing I always want to let new coaches know is really coaching is very simple. Like when it comes down to it, it's super simple. I know there's lots of things we can learn, but it's like in its broken down form, like the things that you should be doing daily, it's very simple. And it's really just being yourself. You don't have to change. You're just being yourself, and you're just sharing with other people. This amazing thing that really has changed your life. Like you're a totally different person. You've morphed into this person, and so it's not about it's not about being fake or being salesy. It's really about you're looking for people that were where you were. Just like I found you, you were ripe for the picking, I will say. I hope that doesn't make you feel weird, but you were really at this spot where you were like, I'm ready to make a change. I'm tired of where I'm at. Help me. And I think that's really the mindset you have to have is you're just living your journey and you're looking for those people that are really looking for you. And the thing that trips most people up with coaching really is that they're just not consistent with the little things. And I'll talk about, there's basically three things that if you do every day, you're going to do awesome. But it's like your workout, you can't work out 5 hours on Sunday. Well, you wouldn't do that. You can't work out an hour on Sunday and then not work out the whole rest of the week and then complain that your pants aren't fitting, like it's the little you're doing a 25-minute workout and you're totally seeing amazing results, and it's the same thing. It's just like being consistent with these super simple tasks. But the thing about things that are simple is they're really easy to do, but they're really easy not to do because we're tired. Just like your workout, there are days where you don't want to do it and you just have to make the decision because you want to get to where you want to be and your goal is really important to you. So that's probably the biggest hurdle for most people. Um, and one of the three vital behaviors, because that's what we call them, three vital behaviors, you're already doing. You're a proof the product works. So, how do you feel having gotten to where you've gotten? How do you feel now that you're proof the product works? Yeah. Yeah. So, what I want you to do for one of your things tonight is I want you to write down how awesome you feel now that you've gotten to your weight loss goal. Like, I mean, I know you're still working on yourself, but I want you to write that down, like how fantastic you feel, how, proud of yourself you are. And then I want you to put it up somewhere and think about you are looking for somebody that wants to get to that point. Like, how awesome is it that it's your job now that you get to pay it forward to somebody else? So you get to be me, and I had somebody like me that reached out to you. I had my coach reach out to me, but you get to do that for somebody, and I think that that's going to be really powerful for you because it means so much to you. I mean, it's totally changed the way your life is at this moment. It's totally transformed things. So to be able to just, I don't know, put it down in a paragraph or whatever and post that somewhere and just know that, and that's a pretty powerful why. Like, this is why I'm doing it, because I want to find somebody else that was where I was, and I want them to feel this way. And that's really, oh, go ahead. Yeah. Oh, sure. And anything amazing is going to be super uncomfortable. I mean, that's just the way it is. And what I've learned in my life is when I feel afraid, when I feel that pushback, I wrote that to you today. I'm such a self-sabotager. I don't think I'm good things. I don't think I can do things. I don't think I see good things and I'm like, no, I can't do that. But I think I've noticed, like, when I feel that fear and that, like, I need to push forward. Like, I kind of use fear as a guide for me because I'm most afraid about the things that are really the best for me. So if I can push through that sucker, so yeah, it's all about, and I've just gotten to the point now where I'm like, oh, I'm uncomfortable and I'm afraid. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. Like, I know that's something I need to do. And if it was easy, I mean, everybody would be making over six figures in a home business, working 20, 30 hours a week. I mean, but it's uncomfortable with this putting yourself out there. But I think, yeah, if you have that why, like, hey, I want to help, I want to reach out to people that were where I was, and I want them to get where I am. And that's really all coaching is. I mean, you're just presenting the opportunity to a lot of people to feel as amazing as you do, and realizing that a lot of people are going to say no, and that's no reflection of you. That's just, they're not ready. Yeah, it's totally their choice. And I will say I've had a lot of people say no that are actually coaches now, that are clients now, that are in my challenges groups, like just now, people that said no to me like years ago because they saw that, yeah, but I'm still doing it. Like, I'm in it, and I think the mentality of, like, I'm doing this thing with or without you. So feel free to jump on board and join me, but if you say no, it's fine. I'm just going to go find somebody else. Like, I'm doing it. So, yeah, yeah, totally. Okay, so the 3 vital behaviors, and I think it has it on the quick start guide, are invite, invite, invite. So basically, invite, 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 proof the product works, which we talked about, and then personal development. So basically with inviting, you just want to think about it like you're including people. So I sent you the business activity tracker too. You can look over that. These are just 2 really simple things that if you use every day, they're just holding you accountable, because I'm not there, I'm not your boss, I'm not there like harping on you to get stuff done. But these are really simple systems to just chart what you did for the day, and you're kind of tracking your progress. And I find that the most successful coaches use these things. And it's simple. It takes like 2 minutes, and it's not anything like you have to do a certain amount. If you didn't do any that day, just write down you didn't. But it's going to show you basically your progress and, oh, okay, I spent this much time today and I got this much out of it. Okay, well, I'm going to spend that much time tomorrow because I know I'm going to have just as much. So you can look over that and just get practice of using it. And like I said, it should just take a few minutes. I try and fill mine out every night before I go to bed. And I'm probably the worst person in the world to keep track of the time that I spend doing this, because it's totally the sapphire in me. I'm totally like easygoing. I'm not very organized, so I still do it, and it really keeps me on track. Okay, so inviting 2 to 5 people a day to join you is a really good goal to have, and that can be joining your challenge group, or it can be joining your fitness group. I mean, you can kind of tell. Honestly, I generally just invite anybody and everybody to my challenge group. And then if they give me the cost objection, then I'll invite them to my fitness group. But I just invite everybody to my challenge group. And it's going to take courage, and you're going to hear no. And you kind of just have to check your ego at the door and really put yourself out there and just start helping people. Because honestly, I mean, now at this point, I really go for the no. And there's actually, well, yeah, but I found like if I really press in and go for somebody telling me no, that more often than not they say yes. And people just take a while to think about stuff. It takes a while to follow up. So, and I mean, I don't die. I've been told no so many times. But I think the thing that motivates me is I want to keep reaching out, because I know I'm basically sorting. I'm sorting through the people to find you, to find those people that are like, I'm ready. I need this thing to work. Because those are the people that are my favorite to work with, because you're passionate and you're gonna make it happen. Okay, so right now we are gonna go. I'm gonna help you. I'm going to go look on your friends list. So let's see here. Oh, wow, you have a lot of friends. And I've seen the way people interact with you on your Facebook. People like you. It's very sapphire of you. Okay, so Laura SCHUCH. Write her on your list. Oh, what is she fitness coach for? Honestly, she would be a great person to reach out to still. I reach out to fitness coaches all the time, because the average income of a fitness coach is like $30,000 to $50,000 a year. That's pretty generous. And I will make over 6 figures this year. So, I mean, not every fitness coach is going to be excited or see the business opportunity, but I think the thing that I've realized is on my friends list, I used to like skip over people or be afraid to ask people, but I found that the people that I was most afraid of were the ones that always said yes. So this will just be a good place to start. So just write her name down. And then Meg Latimore, Latimore. This is good for you. I know this is going to be super uncomfortable at first, but you'll totally get used to it. And then I want you to fill in, just go down through your friends list in alphabetical order, and you're going to fill everybody's name in. Now I'm not going to have you spam these people. Don't worry about that. So you're just going to reach out to them. And I know some people you haven't talked to probably in a while. I know a lot of people on my friends list I haven't talked to in a long while. So you're just gonna, what I call, forming them. I mean, you can, if you know them, you can ask them questions like, how's work going, whatever. Form is just a really easy way to chat with people. So it's basically family, occupation, recreation, and then the M is message. So you're just gonna, that's when you're gonna invite them to your challenge group. And I always say, start out inviting them to your challenge group, and if they're not interested, that's fine. They then at that point they know that you do it, and so, and they'll see you post about it occasionally. So yeah, just have fun and genuinely like be interested in people, engage with them. Sometimes if people ask me questions, I will respond, but most of the time I'm just asking them questions. And again, you're looking for people that are looking for you, because you probably have a few friends right at this moment that are like, I'm really just frustrated with my diet, and I'm going to the gym, and I just am not getting anywhere. And they're just kind of, they don't know it, but they're kind of waiting for something. And you probably have friends that are like, I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm done. Like, I'm ready for something to happen. And, you know, there's a lot of fear that comes with reaching out to people, but I think if you remember, like, hey, again, look at your why. Like, look at that thing you wrote down. I'm looking for that person, and I might go through a few people before I find that person. But it's just practice. Okay, so that's your homework for, I don't know, 21 people. That'll take you, I don't know, say, well, 2 to 5 a day. So try and message 2 to 5 people a day, and just start back and forth chatting with them. Okay, so yeah, you're just going to start forming them. And then on that quick start guide that I gave you, it walks you through how to talk to people. So it'll walk you through how to invite them to your challenge group. And it's easy. And again, like, don't just take it verbatim. I mean, make it your own. Yeah, I mean, I tweak things here and there. And really, like, you know, for the most part in your friends list, you're going to know who you're speaking to. So, yeah, I mean, you can talk to them how you normally do. And then just care about them, show genuine interest in them. Like, I know you are a kind of a person that actually cares about people. So, okay, so you're going to invite, and, all right, so, oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so do the business activity tracker. Okay, so I was going to ask you about your why, but do you feel like we kind of went over that? Do you feel like your why mainly is, yeah, what we were talking about, helping people kind of get to where you are? Okay, and would you say that's pretty much why you signed up to coach? Mm, mm, yeah. Yeah. Oh, write that down too. That's so good. And that's so true. Yeah, it's so good. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't have. That's so good. And then write your why down. Okay, so yeah, let's chat about that right now, because I know that was one of your questions. So what I suggest for my coaches is to have a fitness group, um, here's where it's going to be up to you. So I know some people have a fitness group that they don't necessarily care if people have signed up to be their coach, so they add just anybody into. So that's totally your choice. I tend to only add people that have signed me up as their coach because I feel like people, you get what you pay for. And if somebody really is going to be involved in the group, then they can take that extra step and just sign up for through my link. And I will send you exactly what I message people about that. I basically say, hey, I have a fitness group on Facebook. I'd love to add you to. We help motivate each other, share tips, keep it fun. You can just click the link below. And I always tell them there's no cost. I just have that because I don't know, whatever. I mean, Beachbody has tons of cool tools for people. They have meal plans. You could talk about that. Most of the time, nobody really has an issue with the link unless I make an issue. Like sometimes I don't know, I just want to make an issue of it so they're not uncomfortable, and then I like bring it up and they're like, oh, so I think if you just, and that's really a big part of talking to people. If you approach people like, hey, this isn't a big deal, they're going to feel like that. So, yeah, but yeah, exactly. I'll send you what that link or what that message is exactly that I use. Okay, so I want to, oh, go ahead. Yes, and I will send you your specific link. Yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah, you're fine. Baby steps. And next week on Monday, I'm starting a new coach training. It's called Coach Basics. And that's going to walk you through all these things you have questions about. I'm going to walk you through how to get all your links. I'm going to walk you through, I mean, we're going to talk there about inviting people to challenge, but I kind of want to get you out of the gate, to get you going. I mean, you're going to be most successful if you just start doing it. But yeah, on Monday we will start that, and it'll just be a little homework assignment every day, and it's not overwhelming. It's super chill, and it's just Monday through Friday, so you have the weekends off. Yeah, and I will say that I always invite people to challenge groups first because, I mean, our fitness group's awesome, but it's so big, it's not as intimate. The challenge groups, I've had better luck with like really getting to deep stuff with people, getting people to open up, getting them to like have amazing results. I prefer that, and that's where you're gonna get your like Success Club points and stuff. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But first, I want to know, what is your dream? What's like your goal for your coaching business? Like if this could go anywhere, like what would you want to make? I mean, let's do that for starters. Like what would you like to make? Yeah, let's just start there. So what's kind of your goal there? And don't think, oh, I think all I could make is $5,000 a year. I want to know what income level would you like to be at? Yeah, yes. Okay, 6 figures. Well, I mean, I've been coaching for 3 years and I am there. I made just under last year. So and I am me. Like if I can do it, anybody can do it. So honestly, I just do the simple things every day. Okay, so what would your life look like if you made 6 figures? I want you to just dream a little bit. And I know this might feel kind of awkward because we tend to, as adults, not dream. We tend to just go to work and make a paycheck and do the same thing. So I want you to like just dream with me for a minute. So what would your life look like if, say, right now you were making 6 figures? Mm, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. So I want you to practice. It doesn't have to be every day, but I want you to practice just taking a moment and turning things off, like meditating kind of, but you're meditating on what you want your life to look like, which is honestly it's a totally realistic request. Like I mean what you're asking for is not crazy. Not crazy at all. I think we just think that so often those things are out of our reach, but they're totally not. Like it's totally in your reach. So I want you to just practice dreaming. Like let yourself dream. Even if it's just a few times a week, even if it's like in the shower. I mean, you and I like our shower time. Just close your eyes and I want you to just feel yourself doing those things. So feel yourself going on those trips and feel yourself touring through your condo. Like, how fun! I mean, how amazing would that be? And I want you to like feel yourself going and visiting those friends and having that stress off of you that you don't have a boss you have to get back to. You are your boss and your business actually travels with you. And that might be a harder thing for you. I don't know. Everybody's different. For me, that's a hard thing because I have to allow. Yeah, and I deep down still, and I'm getting better. Deep down, I think that can't happen. But it totally can. But I'm getting better. Like I've been practicing lately. I'm getting better at actually being able to see things and like hold them in my mind. Um, so yeah, it takes practice. But the things that you said are totally within reach. I mean, they're simple. I mean, you can even go crazy beyond that. You could like live in Puerto Rico half the year, or whatever. Another coach is wanting to do that. She just moved to Bend and she wants to live in Puerto Rico half the year. And like she's getting the means to do that. You can totally do that. So yeah, start dreaming. Um, let's see. Oh, I got off track. Okay, so what would you say is your number one reason for doing this? So what is going to keep you committed to getting to your goal when people are telling you no, when you're getting frustrated? What's that number one thing that's going to keep you going? Mm, hmm. Oh, recently? Is that recently or a while ago? You could, if they want, you can have them call Coach Relations and transfer credit to you. You can see. They'll do that in the first few weeks. Yeah. Well, you can look into it. But yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a huge thing, like inspiring people and getting to the place where you can receive that you are inspiring people. Hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. No, that's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, and yeah, I think just getting to the point where you can receive it is important. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, that will be slow, but it'll come. I mean, I am right there with you. I struggle with that too, but yeah, I think you gotta learn to receive it. One thing that I've started doing is when somebody compliments me, because I don't like compliments, and that's a very Pearl thing. Um, I've been forcing myself to say thank you. I received that instead of oh no, I didn't do that great, or no, I don't look that great, or like kind of tainting that compliment, just receiving it because you are an amazing, beautiful, powerful, strong woman. Like you are. You're gorgeous. Like I see your pictures and you are. And I know that that's something that you are, Amelia. So what do you say to me? Exactly. Um, yeah. So, we see ourselves so differently than other people do, and I think coaching is going to be a really good gift for you in that the thing that it's done for me is really grown me, because I've done my personal development, which we'll talk about. But I wanted to say on the business activity tracker also, it talks about making daily posts on your Facebook, and it kind of gives you guidelines. So every day, at least 3 posts. One should be kind of motivation and encouragement. Um, the next one should be something kind of just you that you're doing, being yourself. And then the next one can be fitness, beach body related. I try and only do like one beach body ish post a day, just because that can get people will start just not following you if you're doing too many beach body things because they really people are drawn to you, they're really purchasing you, they're following you, so just remembering that. Okay, so um, your first kind of goals will be getting your stuff paid for. So I really want you to be on Shakeology, and I know that that's going to be probably stepping outside your comfort zone, but I'm going to help you get your Shakeology paid for. So that's the first goal for your first month is we get your expenses covered. So Shakeology is really important because it's going to be one of those things that you're going to be sharing with people, and you have to be on it when you're sharing it. I mean, you can't sell something that you're not using. So our goal for you is to get your Shakeology paid for, and that's just um, either having 3 people that sign up for it under you, or selling a few challenge packs as you're getting people into the challenge. And the cool thing about Shakeology is once you sell a challenge pack and once somebody purchases Shakeology, they're on it every month. And so you don't just get that $30 for June, you get it for July and August and September. Um, so that will be so that starts adding up. So if you sell 2 challenge packs a month, that will be $60 that month just for Shakeology, but it's going to be $60 the next month. And if you sell 2 the next month, then it's $120 actually that month. And then it's $240 the next month. It just keeps adding. Okay, so getting your product paid for and then getting you to Emerald. Is there anybody that you know of right now that you think would be coach material that you think would be interested in hearing more about coaching? Oh, awesome. Okay. Do you feel good about talking with her about that? Okay. Does she want more information? Well, here, I'll let you know that every Monday we have a, well, didn't I add you to that boot camp, the coach sneak peek, the 5 day? Okay, so it's like a 5 day camp that runs every week, Monday through Friday, and it basically gives people like a sneak peek as to what coaching is. So I will, yeah, how did you feel like that went? Did you feel like that was pretty helpful? Okay, awesome. I am actually messaging you. I'm copying and pasting to you right now what I just sent to a gal that I invited. So you can send this to that gal. Um, and you can modify it because I think I write something about her being in my fitness group. Um, okay, so I just sent you that. So you can copy and send her that. And then if she says she wants to, let me know and I will I will double check that you're added to that group. But that's going to be something that's super easy for you because you just add them in. And generally, I'm like this week, I think Jennifer Smith and Tom Marsh have their people that are in there, so they're kind of running that. But normally, I'm in there running it, and because you're newer, I'm fine with answering her questions. And then once you get to where you've been doing it for a while, you know, you can start doing it. But the nice thing about that is, so if she signs up, you'll be halfway to Emerald. And once you get to Emerald, that's kind of where your business opens up. You start getting, it's kind of like you're showing Beachbody, okay, I'm committed to this, I'm doing the work. So they start giving you clients, which is awesome. I've got like clients that they've given me that have signed up to coach, clients that they've given me that purchase lots of things, and some clients they give me don't ever contact. I contact them, but they just don't get back to me. So that happens sometimes, but I get like 3 or 4 clients a week, so it's great. So yeah, that's a really good incentive. Okay, so make sure you send her that message. And then we can plug her in, and then that would be awesome. So you'd be really close. Let me see. Okay, so, and then there's Success Club. So basically what Success Club is, and the thing I try and focus on with Success Club is not, I need to get to Success Club, but how many people can I help this month get to their goals? Yeah, because, I mean, it is about us helping people get to their goals, and then the incentives and the rewards come from that. But really, if you focus solely on helping people, you'll do awesome. The other things won't stress you out. So I focus on helping 3 people, and I want 3 people to purchase challenge packs because that's going to be their fitness program of Shakeology, and that's not a monetary thing like I need to make that money. Really, I've run many challenge groups, and the people that invest in getting a program in Shakeology by far have the best results because diet is 80% of it, and if they're just getting the fitness program, I see it time and time again, people just struggle with their diet. So that's really, I always recommend, and if people want Shakeology, I always recommend a challenge pack because there are so many challenge packs that are like 10, 20 bucks more than just Shakeology, and you're getting a fitness program. So I always recommend that to people. So if you're helping 3 people a month, if 3 people a month are getting a challenge pack, you've hit Success Club. It's easy. and it really is easy. I know, like, when some new coaches start out, they think, oh my gosh, you have to hit Success Club, it's so intimidating. But I think if you start out the gate like, hey, this is super easy, I'm going to help 3 people get to their goals, it really is totally about your mindset. It totally is very easy. Okay, so because you're a new coach, if you hit Success Club this month, your first month as a coach, you get like 2 personal development books this month, which is really nice. GoPro and The Slight Edge, I think, or Compound Effect, one of those, but they're both really good books. And then if you hit Success Club your second month, you get and also the first month you get like put up on the wall on the Beachbody website. They recognize you. Because that's a big deal for a first coach to hit, or, you know, your first month to hit Success Club. Like, that's awesome. And then your second month, you hit Success Club, you get a call with Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, which is awesome. And then your third month, if you hit it, and the cool thing about this is Summit is so fast, it's in 2 weeks, so I know it wouldn't work for you to go to this one, but if you hit Success Club that third month, those first 3 months, you get a free ticket to Summit next year, which would be amazing because a lot of us are going to be there, and you should come have fun with us. So that's something good to remember. Yeah, so really, your goal this month is, you know, the daily thing of reaching out to 2 to 5 people, and then making sure you're helping 3 people do the challenge. So let me see. When did you sign up to coach? Do you know? I can even look. Ooh, I'll race you. Oh, I think I got you. Okay, got it. You signed up on the 30th. Okay, so you have till June 30th to find those 3 people. So that's loads of time. So June 30th will be your first goal for getting 3 people in your challenge. And the nice thing is I do a challenge every month. So you can add those 3 people into the challenge group that I'm already doing. Once you've been doing it for a while, you can start your own. Or if you had 3 people and you really wanted to do your own, you totally can. I mean, it's up to you. I just make that an option for newer coaches that they can join me. But all I do is I follow a template and I can send it to you, and I literally just copy and paste posts every day. So, yeah, okay, so June 30th, by then you're going to get 3 people to join the challenge. And that's going to happen just by reaching out to those 2 to 5 people a day in your friends group. And if you... Oh, perfect. Yeah, and if in your conversations with people you run across stuff where you're like, oh, I feel like I dropped the ball or I could have had it and I just didn't, message me, and you can send me a picture of your conversation or let me know what happened, and we'll troubleshoot it, because really in the beginning it's just learning. I remember I botched things up so bad when I first started because I didn't know what I was doing, and it's so easy to kind of slide into sales mode, and I kept having to remind myself, stop it. I will say, yeah, and I will say probably the most important thing that you can focus on when you're talking to people is their why. Like, really stay there for a little bit. And if they tell you, why I want to lose 10 pounds, well, why do they want to lose 10 pounds? You kind of you want them to get a little uncomfortable, because it's only when people are slightly uncomfortable that they're going to make a change. So stay on that why and get them, like I did with you. Like, I kind of asked, we kind of went there, like, why is this something you want to do? And we kind of talked about it for a little bit, and that gets you excited, that gets you motivated, it gets you passionate. You want to connect them with that, so that when you tell them, oh, it's, $140 for the challenge pack, they're not like, they're like, you know what? I'm going to do it because this is really important to me. Okay, so I'm writing this stuff down too. Okay, so June 30th, get your 3 people, and then you're going to message that gal about joining the group. Okay. Oh my gosh, the popsicle truck's coming by. Do you guys have those? They have like totally off-key music. Oh, they're so awful. It's like totally off-key. Okay, also, when you do a challenge, there's people in the team FMB. There's coaches in there too. If for some reason I'm starting a challenge on a day that doesn't work for you, message other coaches and just say, hey, I have a goal. I have this goal. I want to get 3 people this month to sign up, get a challenge pack. I want to help 3 people this month. Who wants to join me? And that's really going to push you too. And I'm going to set you up with a success partner. You don't have to know what that is right now. It's basically just an accountability partner. I will figure that out. I will do that. Yeah. And if your goal every month is you want to help 3 people, you're never going to have to worry about hitting Success Club. And I got to go on a free cruise this year because I hit Success Club every month. Because I just helped people. Like, how awesome is that? I've never been on a cruise before. We got to go to like the Caribbean. I've never been out of the country. It was amazing. And it was super fun. Yeah. Well, next year they're going to Cancun, and you could totally make it. Okay, we are done. My last thing is make sure you're having fun. This is really about living out really this amazing thing that changed your life. And it's just about having a blast and connecting with people and getting to where you want to be. So that's all. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Yeah, the gal that reached out to you. Yes. Yeah, and invite her to that group. And it'll start on Monday. I add people in Sunday, and I have 2 gals that are going to do it, so we'll have at least 3. June 30th. Yeah, and that's kind of obsolete as long as you're reaching out to the 2 to 5 people a day. Yeah. Sure. I think you have it. I think I said one more thing, but I can't really remember it. Mm, yes. Yeah, and that'll have basically every day will kind of go, it goes for 30 days. So it's totally spread out. It's not overwhelming. Um, Yeah. Oh, and, well, no, I'm not going to tell you that right now. I'll tell you that later. You have enough. Yes, and I'm going to send you your kind of links that you need to get started. Yeah, so at first, I usually don't have people worry about that because when you make a sale, they're just going to send you a check. So you'll start getting checks. And then after a little while, what you can do is you can set it up to directly deposit into your bank account. No, no. But you know, if you make $200 in 1 week, you might want to go back on there real quick. And the thing is, when you make, so say somebody makes a purchase, you payday is Thursdays. So even if they purchase something on Monday, you wait to get paid on Thursday. So Thursday is payday, and it actually, I get paid this Thursday for last week, if that makes sense. Yeah. So once you get, once you get in the cycle, it's not a big deal. So say you get like, say you make like 300 bucks and you'd really like to not have to wait for the mail to come. I'll walk you through that on your back office. So I'll make sure that's one of the first things that I cover in the coaching thing. But yeah, awesome. Well, I will send you that stuff and take a deep breath. And oh, you're supposed to practice dreaming. Remember? Yes, dream about, yep, what you're, where you want to get to. Practice what you want your life to look like when you are making six figures, because you will be, right? Well, you know, it takes a while. Like yeah, it takes a while. You got to keep saying it. It'll come. Yes. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you know, what I like to do is keep it, for now, keep it simple and just message people personally. And then when they want to sign up, you can send them the link. And then as far as the group goes, I can teach you how to set up your own group. It's super easy. I'll walk you through it the first time. Um, yeah, we'll do it over the phone and I'll walk you through how to set up your first group. Um, yeah, yes. Yes, and since you're doing T25, I will go ahead and send you that link too, so you have it. Yeah, and that will be your own personal link. All right. Okay, now I want you to empty your brain and go relax for a little while. Oh, good. Go get dinner. Oh, it was so lovely to chat with you. Thanks for taking the time. We'll talk soon. Bye.
There we go.